Hey, this is just gonna be a quick Instagram story. Happy Saturday. My fellow soul people, empath, highly sensitive, earth angels, sensitive healers, human angels, chosen ones of God, starseeds. What is coming to me right now? It's about relationships again. As I usually talk about relationships, because they can cause you trauma, they can cause you depression, like in my case. When I was severely, deeply depressed for many, many years in my life. And so, at this point in my life, as I'm over 40 years old, and also a mother, and a cat mama, I've had to learn and face a lot of lessons. It's so funny how my hair is like looking dark, even though I'm a natural blonde, always was. These filters and the lighting in these videos is sometimes so funny. But yeah, anyway, so the deal when it comes to you being a strong woman, because you are a strong woman, and the fact that you don't want to be dealing with any immature people anymore. You cannot be dealing with them. You are not their mother, you are not their caretaker. So often we choose unconsciously people to be in our lives who are only taking from us. So what are you choosing today? Are you choosing consciously healthier relationships, more self-respect? Especially if you want to heal after your trauma, narcissistic abuse, you want to understand yourself in your life, because you have to. If you're not paying attention to your health and to yourself, you cannot heal and be liberated from these things. They will keep on following you your entire life. And so, if you don't pay attention to the patterns that you are repeating, for example, if you're complaining about things, having a negative mindset, having negative energy, feeling stuck and depressed, and you don't know what to do. You can be entertaining wrong kinds of people in your life who are basically just projects, not authentic. And so ultimately, because you have to free yourself from that cage, you have to make the choices. You have to be aware. You have to make the conscious decisions, the conscious choices. What is it that you want to attract and create in your life? Are you really satisfied with how things are, or do you want to have a change? It's healthy to want to have change. It's not healthy to be stuck where you don't belong. It's not healthy to be entertaining those people, those relationships who are, like I said, they're only projects. They're only energy vampires. They're only taking from you. They don't actually want to get to know you and understand who you are. As I always say, and I've also recommended as powerful self-care tips, we should always start our day in the morning in the most positive, peaceful mindset as possible, because it amplifies, it creates our daily life, the energy, what we focus on, the mindset, the beliefs. So we have to practice these things if they do not come to us naturally. There are many things that we should practice if we want change. We have to learn to control our mind instead of our mind controlling us. It takes strength and wisdom to even recover from narcissistic abuse, it also takes those things to recover from deep depression. It takes certain action. We must always take action to move forward. No changes will happen unless, so what is it that you could do today? What choice can you do today? Every day you can make choices that will be creating your future. Every day, what we do every day, it creates our future. So where do you want to be in 5 years, for example? Yes, I talk about trauma, I talk about healthy relationships, I talk about mindset, and I love to motivate and encourage my people who are like me. But also, I think it's so important for me in my mission. It's important that I'm addressing every painful thing that I feel that I need to talk about, because I've gone through so much pain, physical pain, mental, emotional, spiritual pain, that I'm happy to be addressing, because I have not seen people talk about these things. And so it's important. And so as I'm also talking about those painful things and trauma and narcissistic abuse and depression and recovering, healing from those things, and also about the healthy side of things, motivating my clients, because it's so important to look within. We always need to look within. Correct our energy if something's off, because the world is reflecting a lot of things back to us. So we have to make sure that we are on our own side, that we are not entertaining those wrong kinds of people. And that means that we don't give them any attention. We don't give them any energy or anything. We should not be wasting our lives. We have to be focused on being on our own side. And usually, of course, when I speak from these realizations and this guidance that is coming through. I'm a channel. I'm a vessel. And so as much as this has been work, as I have recorded many videos by now, of course at the same time, I know that, I'm creating a ripple effect and getting through to those who actually need my message. And that's the whole cycle of things, of course. But of course, because I cannot hear or see you guys, most of you are hidden on YouTube, I simply, it would be a lot nicer for me if I could actually see your faces and hear your voices and, know your stories. Of course, this is also, of course, one factor why I do encourage you to really reach out and book a session with me so that we can connect one-on-one, so that I can help you a lot better. Obviously, I cannot help every case and every person, even though you might be my clients, but obviously through my videos and posts, I cannot help all of you. So of course, I do encourage you to book a one-on-one session. But yeah, so if something is off in your life, then it's a sign that you have to make some sort of a change. If your boundaries are violated, you're feeling angry, exhausted, drained out, hurt, Something is definitely off. Something is not working right. And you have to pay attention to those signs. You cannot be the narcissistic person's mother and caretaker. They are not supposed to be your projects. You are supposed to be your project. You have to fall in love with yourself. And my self-help book is also talking about this. If you need more help and support, of course, I do encourage you to buy my self-help book as well. So pay attention to the feeling if something's off. Cultivate some sort of action. Create new choices. Create a new mindset. If you want your life to change, if you want to be safer, you want to lead a happier, healthier, more empowered life, it starts with you from within you. What can you do that other people cannot do for you? And of course, let God also step in. Of course, yes. But you still have to take action. You have this human life in this human body. You have to take some sort of mindset and action, in order to be changing the energies and things in your life.